HarperCollins presents The Prince Rupert Hotel for the Homeless by Christina Lamb. Read by Harriet Dunlop. On that best portion of a good man's life, his little, nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and of love. William Wordsworth, Tintern Abbey. They call us rough sleepers. I'm not rough. I don't sleep much, and my favourite thing is cathedrals. Simon, Spoons Bowden, No Fixed Abode. We gave them hope, but they gave us something much more. Mike Matthews, owner of the Prince Rupert. 1. Saturday, 14th of March, 2020. In an oldie-worldy town of steeples, spires and higgledy-piggledy black and white houses on a hill looped round by a river along which swans glide between an English bridge and a Welsh bridge, there stands a hotel like no other. High up in the town, reached along a cobbled alley called Butcher Row, it is a hodgepodge of timber-framed buildings dating back 900 years, where a Bohemian prince once lived, and overlooks a square with a twisty tree and the church of St. Alkmund's that was founded long before the Black Death. "Let's meet at the Prince Rupert" has long been a common refrain in Shrewsbury, whether among ladies at lunch, business people wanting to discuss deals, bridal parties planning a wedding, or tourists wandering in wonder through the narrow streets of the medieval town centre. Inside, on this Saturday, a welcoming fire crackled in the lobby, and guests sallied back and forth past the portrait of a long-haired man with a romantic air. This was Prince Rupert, the Prague-born grandson of King James I, who stayed here in the 17th century, trying to marshal royalist forces during the English Civil War, and gave the hotel its name. That day, the Prince Rupert had 61 paying guests, and the 2 restaurants and lounge bar had a steady stream of customers. The Camellia's tea rooms were so busy that hotel manager Charlie was helping out alongside her daughter Gabriella, serving pots of Earl Grey and tiered cake stands of scones, fruit slice and cucumber sandwiches, while the tinkling digital piano played the theme from Titanic. Upstairs, the hotel's 61-year-old owner, Mike Matthews, was sitting in his wood-panelled office, the Prince's old lounge, head in his hands. The computer screen in front of him revealed a summer full of bookings for the Prince Rupert's 70 rooms, thanks to the crowds that were going to descend on Shrewsbury for its food festival in June, for Let's Rock in July, featuring the 80s stars Adamant and Tony Hadley, and then in August for the Folk Festival and the Shrewsbury Flower Show, the world's oldest, dating back to 1836, when only carnations and gooseberries had been allowed. Everything had been shaping up to be a good year. On television, however, as there had been for days, were terrifying images from northern Italy, where hospitals were so overwhelmed by a deadly virus that had come from China that they were running out of ventilators, and doctors were having to play God and decide who to save. Some hospitals were so full they were treating people in car parks. Similar scenes were being repeated in Spain. Mike's cousin, in Malaga, was sending daily messages about the fear that was spreading across the country. Mike called in the 2 50-something women he considered his right-hand men. Charlie Green, the bubbly red-haired manager with a heart-shaped face, and Jackie Law, his watchful, pale blonde accountant, both as petite as he is tall. "I think they'll close us down," he said. The women were surprised. The day before, almost 70,000 people had gathered for the races at Cheltenham Festival. Boris Johnson, the mop-headed British Prime Minister, was playing the virus down, going to a rugby match at Twickenham with his young fiancée Carrie Symonds, shaking hands with all and sundry, and telling a press conference with his usual bluster, "I'm absolutely confident that we can send coronavirus packing in this country." Mike
Sample complete. Ready to continue?